Welcome to Town, North Carolina. Hi, I'm Xavier Rush, but you already knew that. Tonight I'm wrestling Charlie Dreamer in Town, North Carolina. Does anybody know what a civvy is? I know I don't. Maybe we should ask these country bumpkins behind us. On second thought, it's not worth it. This has been your moment of perfection. Xavier Rush. Not to be reproduced, rehanced in any way whatsoever without the express written consent of Xavier Rush Inc.
This has been your moment of perfection with Xavier Rush.
Oh my! Broke the table in half!
I will do.
My God! Look at that! You only did that in a live event! Oh, devastating suplex! Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena! Oh my God!
Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go! Oh my God! Look at this! The money clip out of nowhere! Welcome to Midnight Mayhem. Muscle Shoals, a man we haven't seen in a little while here on Midnight Mayhem. Coming out with that Dirty South Championship Wrestling title. That is the Dirty South division of ACPW.
Oh, it definitely is. Brock Knox here with you, Aaron, and the folks here in Town love them some Muscle Shoals. And just look at him, he's a crowd favorite, getting everybody loving the kid. The kids love him.
But the thing is, though, we wouldn't necessarily say that Muscle Shoals is a crowd favorite because Muscle Shoals kind of dances to the beat of his own drum. Muscle Shoals is not a man that is here to please the fans. He's here to please himself.
Usually is, but right now, you see the big guy Dave Dawson, and oh man, is he just something else? Reminds me of a big grizzly bear. It's just, this guy is humongous.
Last time we saw Dave Dawson, he was being kicked to the curb by his brother Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson,
Terrible thing.
a terrible thing, exactly. Zane Dawson thinks that Dave Dawson is of no use to him anymore.
You saw the big Zane kind of made me look foolish, the other week. And we'll be right back after this. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Dave Dawson versus Muscle Shoals. You guys are not going to want to miss it.
Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. Muscle Shoals, Dave Dawson in the ring. Folks, these are two behemoths we have here on Midnight Mayhem.
We definitely do. I mean, these guys know how to bring the bruisers to town. Town is going to be in for a matchup. These guys are going to be black and blue tomorrow morning. That's all I have to say about this match coming up, and this is going to be great.
Well, you see Dave Dawson on the left, Muscle Shoals on your right. Dave Dawson off the ropes, giving Muscle Shoals a shoulder block. Dave Dawson over, Dave Dawson down. Look at that hip toss.
Dave Dawson got some air on that one. Muscle Shoals just really brought it to him. I didn't know if Big Punisher Dave Dawson right there, you see his t-shirt, he wasn't expecting that.
Well, you've got the Redneck Wrecking Ball and Dave Dawson in here. Basically, you've got Nick and Rick Bruiser in this matchup, if you've ever played Super Punch-Out.
We played Super Punch-Out many times, Aaron, and we've lost a many brain cells playing all NES games. That could never be a match.
Speaking of losing brain cells, Muscle Shoals getting a hard forearm shiver to his head right there, and Muscle Shoals off the rope now. And Dave Dawson a swing and a miss. Muscle Shoals back, and he is gouging Dave Dawson's eye.
Oh, gouging the eyes. Oh, I don't think the big man can see right now. That was swing and a miss, talking about opening day right here, but Dave Dawson's not going to be a baseball player anytime soon.
We've got Dave Dawson right here. He is struggling right now. Muscle Shoals using all of that 5 count. Muscle Shoals, a man that's he's a redneck. He is one of the dirtiest wrestlers we have here on Midnight Mayhem.
You can definitely say he's dirty, but he's also effective. This guy has a way about him, and you see Big Dave getting back in.
Dave Dawson with a knife-edge chop. You can hear that all the way in Leland, another area in Brunswick County.
is my kind of town, I tell you what.
Dave Dawson, another one. Muscle Shoals reversing right here. Muscle Shoals giving Dave a little bit of Southern Comfort style right there.
How many chops was that? 17? I don't know. That was rapid fire.
Dave Dawson getting a big clothesline from Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals taking a big lariat from Dave Dawson. Dave Dawson, 1, 2. Not enough to keep the redneck wrecking ball down.
That is a big forearm that you get anybody else right there. Oh, let me see Muscle Shoals with the cover. Oh, 2 count. How did he do that?
Well, you see, Dave Dawson's a strong man. Muscle Shoals is a big man himself. Look, Dave Dawson just misjudged the weight of Muscle Shoals.
Just fell right on top of him. That's something else. You don't see that every day. Just a man pick a man up and then coming right back down.
Dave Dawson's, I'm telling you, man, Dave is one of the strongest men we have here on Midnight Mayhem. It's insane that Muscle Shoals was able to use his girth, his volume, his mass to take Dave down.
I think Dave has, he doesn't really have his mind in this match right now. I think he's still learning about his brother with a count again. 2 count again by Muscle Shoals. Dave has got a lot on his mind right now, and I don't think he's really focused on this match.
Dave Dawson is a man, you said it earlier, the focus is maybe on family values right now. Muscle Shoals is taking advantage of that errant mind of Dave Dawson right now.
He really is, and you see the big guy Dave trying to get out of this barrack right now. Got a quick left, but Muscle Shoals right back to the head.
And here it is. This is what I expected this match to be. This match is not going to be your typical wrestling match. Look at this. A double clothesline, both men down, both men over 300 pounds. It's going to be a struggle to get up from that mat for the count of 10.
It really is, and a struggle to keep this ring up, I'm sure. I mean, these guys are really big guys, and you see them giving the count right now. Both guys trying to get to their feet.
Look at this, and they're going back and forth, trading those blows. Muscle Shoals with a punch. Dave Dawson swinging around, and he swings and connects with Muscle Shoals' face. And that's a face that's seen a lot of punches, if you know what I mean.
If you look at his face, he's had a few bar brawls himself.
These two men are not the prettiest men we have on Midnight Mayhem, but these two men are 2 of the toughest SOBs that we have here in the Mid-Atlantic.
Speaking of pretty, you got Xavier Rush and Charlie Dreamer coming on later on tonight, and
oh God,
do we have another moment of perfection? Tell me that.
Let me tell you, Xavier Rush. Oh, look at that drop right there. Muscle Shoals going for the ride. Both men still down. But let me get back to the wait. 1, 2. Not enough to keep Muscle Shoals down. The South will rise again? I think that's what it is. Is that what we're seeing here?
It looks like it. I mean, Muscle Shoals is trying everything he can, and Dave Dawson, they're both bringing everything out of the woodwork right here.
Look at that. And, nice sidewalk slam by Muscle Shoals. Now, let me tell you, Brock, the only way that Xavier Rush agreed to wrestle Charlie Dreamer later on tonight, he said, Aaron, we're in Civvy Town. This is a town that's disgusting. Now, I don't agree with what he's saying, but Xavier says that the town is so disgusting that they need 2 moments of perfection tonight.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm telling you, the gods, if I'm lying, I'm dying.
May he strike you dead right here.
I mean,
on Easter Sunday.
On Easter Sunday.
Oh, my goodness.
Xavier Rush said, Aaron, I'm not going to wrestle this match unless you let me tell that town of Civvy Town that this is how you need to live your life. Like Xavier Rush, picture perfect way. Muscle Shoals fighting back, Dave Dawson feeling it. Dave Dawson reeling right now. Is the earth going to be able to withstand this sheer force that's coming down to the mat right now?
I don't like the way it's looking right now, and these 2 guys are going for a ride, and it's not going to be Lulu. But you see Dave Dawson trying to get Muscle Shoals off of him.
Oh! Muscle Shoals down. Look at that. That is a heavy girth coming down, and then Dave Dawson
drop kick from the top ropes, my friends. Oh, you don't see that every day. And boom goes the big man.
You think about this. You think about the momentum of Dave Dawson, the massive mass 1, 2. Not enough, but Dave Dawson is a big man, and you put the science in there, the physics behind it, and Dave Dawson's gonna have, that's gonna be hit like a Mack truck.
It was just coming down full steam. I'm surprised. Well, it held up as much as it did. What's Big Dave doing right here?
And look, Cletus is coming in the ring. Southern Comfort has risen again. Dave Dawson is confused right now, and he just took one to the plums. Muscle Shoals getting ready for the Skull Slam.
Oh, Dave is gonna feel that. He's got the cover right now.
1, 2, 3, Dave Dawson, come on. Muscle Shoals able to use the distraction by his tag team partner and ACPW tag team champion, Cletus Bass, Muscle Shoals. Together they're Southern Comfort, a drink, a bunch of jerks. Look, they're just taking out their frustration on Dave Dawson right now.
He doesn't have the Dirty South belt for no reason. Somebody come in right here.
Sean Cruz, the Cruise Missile, and Tracy Gilbert coming in to make the save on Dave Dawson. Look at Sean Cruz throwing some knees, folks. This matchup's over, and hopefully we're going to get this resolved by the time Xavier Rush and Charlie Dreamer. But up next, I'm sorry, guys, another moment of perfection. Stay with us.
Hi, it's Xavier Rush again, back in Civvytown, North Carolina. I'm here with one of the locals. And
How you doing?
what is that? Okay, that's enough. Moment of perfection. Cut, thank you.
This has been your moment of perfection with Xavier Rush.
Welcome to Civvytown, Xavier Rush. That's how the people of Civvytown do it. You see, everybody's got to dip in, got to chew in, smoking their cigarettes. This is a tobacco-raised crowd. I tell you what, Aaron, it really is.
We're Tobacco Road here in North Carolina, South Carolina. This area is known for its tobacco. And Charlie Dreamer, a man right there, this man has never done any of it. Charlie Dreamer is straight edge before straight edge was cool.
He was. If he were a shape, he'd be a square.
He is not a square. Charlie Dreamer is the 80s rockin', head knockin' son of a gun we have here on Midnight Mayhem, and there is the most vain man in professional wrestling, Xavier Rush. Xavier Rush, you saw it earlier. He does not like the local clientele here. He thinks he's better than him. He called him hillbilly.
Did someone just throw something at him from the crowd? It's like a t-shirt thrown at his face? What was that?
It sure wasn't panties. I mean, that Xavier Rush is not a man that's popular here in Civvytown.
Oh, he's definitely not. Even the kids don't like him. They're innocent.
I don't know about these Civvytown kids. These Civvytown kids, I'm a Varnam towner. I've heard some stories of the rough and tumble people that come from Civvytown. They're great people, but you don't want to mess with them.
They are salt of the earth. I don't know what you're talking about.
Xavier Rush is going to be taking on one of the best wrestlers we have here on Midnight Mayhem. And folks, I guarantee you, there will be some fireworks in the ring. Stay tuned. Starting this match off with a little bit of chain wrestling. You're going to see a little bit more professional wrestling, a little bit more traditional wrestling in this matchup as opposed to our matchup earlier in the evening, because that matchup, two brawlers. These two are very finesse-oriented wrestlers. Look at Charlie Dreamer messing up Xavier Rush's hair. That might be his Achilles heel tonight.
Did he just give him a noogie? Honestly, let's call a spade a spade. That was a noogie.
Well, Xavier Rush deserved it. Look, Xavier Rush not paying attention to his opponent in the ring right now. Xavier Rush is making sure that his hair is perfect. Picture perfect.
Whose hair is not more picture perfect than Charlie Dreamer? I'll be honest with you. These two guys have lots of just beautiful hair, to be honest with you. I like what Xavier does, but I love what Charlie does.
I think maybe down the road, perhaps these two might have a hair versus hair match, because I think that would put some butts in the seat.
I don't know what a rabbit versus rabbit match. I don't understand.
Whatever. Happy Easter, everybody. Charlie Dreamer with a big shoulder block, and he's saying, you know what? I might mess up his hair a little bit more. Xavier Rush deserves to feel the pain of that right there.
I don't know what this animosity is toward Xavier Rush. Maybe that he's stealing your fat girlfriend, or he's better looking than your girlfriend can ever even imagine to be. But, I don't know why you hate him so much, to be honest with you.
Well, listen, my girlfriend is a very beautiful lady. She is one of the top of the I love my girlfriend, and Charlie Dreamer is fighting for her honor right now, basically.
She wears moo-moos to church, my friend. I saw her, she's going to Sunday service in a church.
Charlie Dreamer with the roll-up right there, not enough to keep Xavier Rush down. Xavier Rush fighting for a position, trying to get out of there, picking the ankle right there. Xavier Rush now working on Charlie Dreamer's quad.
No, just a painful move. You ever get the horse right in the quad right there? Not feeling good for Charlie Dreamer.
Horse sounds like one of the girls that you're, I can't do it. I'm not that mean. I'm sorry, folks. Xavier Rush still working on...
I date thoroughbreds, if that's what you're trying to say.
Xavier Rush still working on the leg of Charlie Dreamer. Charlie Dreamer, a man who's known for his super kick. And if he doesn't have a leg, then he's not going to be able to put any weight on it. And there goes Charlie's game plan right there.
He definitely does. He's trying to get the hair again, and it looks like he's gonna... Oh, nice move by Charlie Dreamer.
Charlie Dreamer into an MMA-like armbar. Look at that. Oh, I can just feel the AC joint of Xavier Rush ripping out of socket right there. Xavier able to get the rope break. Charlie Dreamer showing that he may not have shown us all of his moves before. He may have some tricks in his book.
You see him right there. He's trying to shake off that leg a little bit. Looks like it hurt him much more than we thought it would, to be honest with you. And these two guys are trying to outthink the other one, it looks like right now.
Charlie Dreamer going after Xavier Rush. Xavier Rush, Charlie Dreamer tying up right here, jockeying for a position. Xavier Rush with the side headlock. Charlie Dreamer taking Xavier for the ride. Xavier, big shoulder block right there. Xavier off the ropes once again, and there you go. Nice arm drag, hip toss, whatever you want to call it. Xavier Rush on top. There you go. Look at that.
Why are you sound like you're coaching Charlie Dreamer from the ropes. As a announcer, you're supposed to be non-biased, but I guess we'll throw that out the window.
We talk about this every week. I can like whoever I like, and I think Charlie Dreamer's a swell guy, and I think Charlie Dreamer's an upstanding citizen here in Civvytown, North Carolina.
I don't think, from what Xavier said earlier, doesn't take much to be an upstanding citizen in Civvytown. That's what Xavier thinks.
Well, Charlie Dreamer is a man among men here in Midnight Mayhem. Xavier Rush fighting back right there, throwing Charlie off the ropes, going for the hip toss. Charlie Dreamer, looks like he's going to take Xavier for the bridge right here, going for a pin.
1, 2... Oh, nice move by Xavier getting out of that. I don't know how he did, but nice hip toss again by Charlie Dreamer.
That was an arm drag.
Arm drag, hip toss, leg twist. It looked good.
Same thing. Xavier Rush is down on the mat. Charlie Dreamer working that arm of Xavier Rush. Xavier, now, you think about this. Charlie Dreamer's getting his leg worked on. Charlie Dreamer's got the super kick. Xavier Rush has got the gridlock. Together, neither men are going to have their finishing maneuvers. How is this match going to end?
I don't know. Gridlock it sounds like the buffet when your girlfriend's in line. Nobody's getting in, nobody's getting out. She's the only one getting some meals.
Charlie Dreamer still working on the left arm of Xavier Rush. Xavier Rush looking to get back at Charlie Dreamer, grabbing Charlie Dreamer's beautiful golden locks. Charlie Dreamer is not having any of that. Xavier Rush reversing Charlie Dreamer's, big back elbow by Xavier.
Right there, it looks like the wind's knocked out of Charlie right now. It's just, look at him, looking at the lights, looking at the camera. He loves it.
Xavier Rush never met a camera or a mirror that he did not like. Xavier Rush, one of the most vain people here on Midnight Mayhem, taking Charlie down with a big body slam. Xavier Rush looks like he's gonna go for maybe that moonsault, springboard moonsault he's been known to do.
Looking good right now. Let's just watch beauty at its best.
There you go. Xavier Rush, wow, he landed it perfect. A moment of perfection right there in this matchup, but Charlie Dreamer says, you know what, I don't think that's the end of the Dream Team right here.
You see right there, Xavier Rush still working on that leg, getting the super kick out of the mind of Charlie Dreamer. Right now, he's got the 2 count. Charlie's laying on his back. It's hurting him that bad. He's gotta lay down and get all this pain through.
Charlie Dreamer trying to figure out a game plan to get out of this maneuver. Charlie Dreamer is in a precarious position. Look at Xavier, just a very aggressive Xavier here. We've seen that he's more about winning these days here on Midnight Mayhem. He's had a good run. But Xavier, oh, wow. Just think of the meniscus, the ACL, the MCL, the PCL, whatever CL you've got right there in your knee. It's getting a lot of strain right now from Xavier Rush.
A lot of torque going through those tendons right now, and Charlie Dreamer, you can see on his face, he's feeling every bit of ounce of pain right now. And Charlie just working on the face, scratching the face of Xavier Rush, doing everything he can to get him off.
A desperation move by Charlie Dreamer. Charlie Dreamer trying to find any way out of it. Charlie Dreamer fighting back. Xavier Rush taking a couple fists to the face, and Charlie Dreamer is angry right now. Xavier Rush throwing Charlie Dreamer, and look at that sunset flip. Maybe here it is. 1, 2, 3. Not quite yet, my friend. Not so fast, my friend.
Thank you, Lee Corso.
Hey, anything to help these fans understand what's going on here in the squared circle, my friend.
These guys are back and forth, left and right, up and down. You see them battling like two great warriors in here, and you just love it. When Midnight Mayhem brings me things like this, I get excited, as you can tell.
Speaking of excitement, in a couple weeks, picture this. Picture perfect. April 21st, Brock, we have got Casey McKnight, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
I know.
The ACPW heavyweight champion, Casey McKnight.
I know.
Yeah. Well, he is taking on the big behemoth, the ACPW elite title holder right now. He is taking on your man, Cold Cash D.
Who doesn't love a little Cold Cash D in our suit? This guy is just amazing.
I am so excited about that matchup. I think that Terrence Dollard is just biting his fingernails. He hasn't been able to sleep any time because he is so excited about Cold Cash D and Casey McKnight meeting for the first time ever.
You're kidding me, the first time ever.
Red Springs, folks, you don't want to miss this. If you miss this, then we can't be friends anymore.
You really gotta watch it, but also you gotta watch the show because I'm sure you're gonna have some poetry from Cold Cash D. Speaking of poetry, let's just watch it right in motion right here as Xavier comes down on Charlie Dreamer.
Going for the rush hour, Xavier Rush, another one of his maneuvers, and he's getting hit in the plums. Charlie Dreamer knows Xavier Rush's tactics here. Xavier Rush, a man known for taking that big frog splash off the top rope, and Charlie Dreamer said, no, I don't think so. Looks like he might be warming up the super kick there.
It does. Is this a theme of this week's episode? Someone getting hit in the plums every time.
It happened twice. That was the second time, and I guarantee you it'll be the last time here on Midnight Mayhem. We don't take that juvenile humor. And there you go. Charlie Dreamer says, no juvenile humor here. This, folks, is a business. This is my profession. I am going to take Xavier Rush down to the mat and get the pin, get those big dollars coming in here.
Somebody's got Cold Cash D fever.
Well, I got a fever. The only cure is more Cold Cash and Charlie Dreamer. Looks like he's going for the gridlock right here. And Charlie Dreamer able to find out. Charlie Dreamer's oh my God!
Somebody put the lights on Xavier Rush.
Bedlam. That's all I can say, bedlam.
1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. The big man kicked out. Looks like he worked on that leg enough that maybe Charlie didn't have as much spring as he would usually like. And Xavier Rush kicked out, but Charlie's going back for another move.
And Charlie Dreamer, he does a high crossbody. Let's see if Charlie Dreamer can get it right here. Charlie Dreamer is getting up top. He's feeling it in his legs. Xavier Rush struggling right here. Charlie Dreamer with the crossbody. Xavier able to capitalize. Looks like Xavier's grabbing the trunks, but folks, that was a 3 count.
That was it. Charlie is not happy at all, giving the ref an earful.
If the ref didn't see it didn't happen, but folks, we saw it. Xavier Rush using those cheap tactics to go over on Charlie Dreamer.
Cheap and effective. I tell you what, this guy's good.
Folks, thank you for watching Midnight Mayhem. We love you.
Oh my! Broke the table in half!
I will tell.
Look at that! You only did that in a live event! Oh, devastating! devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God! Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.